Alright, so I recently got this Polaris Xplorer 300.
Holy Polaris!
I got it from my dad. He had it sitting in a shed somewhere, and he said last time he parked it, it ran, but he couldn't keep it idling. So I went and picked it up. He gave it to me, so I'm going to use it. The ultimate goal is to use it for something to drive around the property here, and that I can use to, move poles, move trailers, and stuff like that around.
More wheeling over the ferns.
So I brought it home, cranked it up. I was able to get it running. I just had to put a charger on the battery. The battery is bad though; it will not hold a charge. And I got it running. It runs fine. It idles, so I don't know what the issue he was having, other than I had to put gas in it.
Ain't got no gas in it.
Then I started looking at, so we noticed when we loaded it up, it didn't have, there's no brake fluid in the master cylinder, so I got to figure out what's going on with the brakes. I know at one point in time I did help him change this brake hose out, so I don't know. That's what I'm going to work on today, is try to diagnose what's going on with these brakes. I know I need to do, this thing is, I guarantee, has been neglected and hasn't had any basic, probably the basic maintenance probably was not done to it. Sure, all the gear roll and everything needs to be changed, and the brake pads and everything, because I've taken the plastics off, and I can, just looking at this brake pad here, I'm not an expert, but I can already tell that looks like that definitely needs to be replaced. And
Brick. What's the brick?
so look at stuff like that. There's wiring that I've got to look at. This has a crimp connector in it here. I'm assuming it got burned by exhaust. And these wires go to indicators to let me know when I'm in neutral and reverse, and those lights are not working. So I don't know if that's the switch in here or there's something wrong with these wires. These are for these indicators up here. This is a rat's nest.
Rat.
So most of this needs to be redone. Somebody had some sort of moonshiner trick or something. I don't know if they were moonshiners or what, because they had a switch that turned off the rear tail light.
We ain't making moonshine. We're making fuel.
It was directly on a switch. They even have a switch hooked up here for the actual brake light. So fix that, and it should be good to go. Other than the headlights did not work. One of them did. They're not very bright. I'm going to order some LED headlights for this. I get these replaced. Probably have to build some brackets and get this winch working. I couldn't get the winch to work either. The switch seems to be all right, but I don't know if it's faulty wiring or what. Again, it's something I'm going to have to tear down and take a look at. So right now I'm going to get started and get it jacked up and take a look at these brakes and see if I can't figure out what's going on with it. Yeah. Looks like there's some trash in there. That thing is like dry, like completely dry. There's definitely trash in there though. Let's see if I can't get it cleaned out, and we'll go from there. So to give you a heads up, just Got in filament. So I cleaned the master cylinder out, and I poured new brake fluid in there, and I don't know if it's the right way to do it or what. I'm not an expert on anything here.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
I saw online where somebody said to basically bleed it, I guess like sort of bench bleed this thing, was to just cover this hole with the hose removed and then pump it until brake fluid squirts out. Because now it's full of brake fluid. So now that I did that, I'm going to hook the hose back up and see. I'm going to try to bleed the system, or at least fill the system with brake fluid to a point where I can find the leak anyway and have it under pressure. So let's give that a shot. Alright, so this is where the fun starts. I tried to bleed the brakes, didn't work out because this rear bleed screw on this caliper was broke off. So I went to Harbor Freight, bought this Harbor Freight screw extractor kit in hopes to remove it because this caliper, they don't make it anymore. My only option is to either get this out or buy a new one or find a used one to use anyway. So this is, the next few clips is going to be me trying to remove it and utterly failing. Let's see if we can get her to do something. I might have to put it in the drill. I didn't want to have to put this in the drill because I was afraid I was just going to break it off, but it's slipping on this crescent wrench. This right here is when I should have stopped. I should have just quit a while ahead. As soon as it started to bind up and I knew I was just going to have to force it, I should have quit. I should have saw the writing on the wall of what's about to happen.
What an idiot!
That's what I was afraid of. Well, there you go. Harbor Freight. It broke. Now I'm using the drill press to attempt to remove the tool that's broke off in it. This doesn't work. This ends horribly for me. I destroy this caliper. This was a waste of time. I'm incredibly frustrated at the end of this, and I'm ready to throw this thing in the woods. I ended up drilling way too large of a hole. I do end up getting it out though, so that was a success, but it doesn't work out.
Hours later.
Here's the aftermath of me trying to remove the broken easy out. Did not work. This is an expensive mistake that I made that hopefully I'll learn from. Next time I should apply heat to this before bowing up or trying to bulldog that easy out. It's not necessarily Harbor Freight's fault. I'm sure there are nicer easy outs, but I could have made it a little easier on the tool if I'd have done this appropriately. So hopefully I'll learn my lesson next time. Alright, so since my mess up, I have bought a new caliper, or new to me caliper. I don't think they make these calipers anymore, so I had to buy a used one online. It came with some brake pads. I'm going to take these brake pads out. I got some new ones to go in here. These are obviously used, so let's do that. Got to get that piston pressed back in there. There we go. So there's 2 pins these ride on. I got to push those pins out. The pins that were in that old caliper come out relatively easy. I don't know if these are going to do the same. Oh, there it goes. So you can see they popped out at the top. Let's see if I can't get them to come out. That's one. That's try to clean these up a little bit. Alright, so here's the new brake pads. Stick these in there. A lot more pad there than what was there before. Like, again, this is the pad that came off of it. There's no pad left, it's just metal. So let's see if we can get this installed. And hey, see, this new caliper has a bleed screw that I don't have to worry about tearing the caliper off, trying to break off, because I'm stupid.
So stupid.
Alright, moving on. Alright, that's installed. Let's see if we can't get the brakes to bleed. Okay, so after replacing the rear caliper, I went to bleed the brakes, and believe it or not, I ended up breaking the bleed screw off the front caliper, the front driver caliper. It's broke. So obviously that was frustrating enough. I decided, you know what, let's just take this time and see if we can learn something from what happened last time. So this is me taking the caliper off, and we're going to attempt to get this bleed screw out. Alright, there she's broke off. Let's see if we can't get her out of there. Let's see if we can't learn our lesson from last time. Alright, so we're going to attempt not to jack this one up using the same kit, which may bite me in the butt, but we'll see. Alright, so that should be enough to get that down in there. Tap this down. This time I'm going to use this from a tap and die kit to maybe get more grip. Still just spinning. Let's try this. Try to apply some heat to it. Maybe that'll work.
Incredible, this guy's a genius!
Fire! Fire!
great success.
We got it out of there, baby. Yeah. All right, so got the bleeder out, got a new one installed. Let's get this thing reinstalled and try again. Looks like that boot is broke. I'm gonna have to get that changed out now that I'm looking at this stuff. That's broke anyway.
What a piece of junk.
Look at that. Huh, learning all kinds of stuff. Alright, so I finally got the brakes bled and working. Let's see if you can see them. But I finally got them bled and working. So that's one thing off the list. That's good to go. I haven't seen any leaks. I was mainly concerned about the brake manifold there that comes out of the master cylinder, but everything seems to be good. So next up, we're going to tackle this wiring mess and the headlights. My headlights came in, so that'll be next video.